All right, we're jumping UFC lightweight Drakkar Klose, who picked up a big win just 2 days ago. Jakar, how's it going, man?
Man, it's going great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, obviously that fight going into it, we talked before a lot coming into it, just off the torn ACL, like a year and a half layoff. Like going into that fight, like I know when I asked you before, you said you weren't really worried about ring rust, but like once the fight happened, was that ever a concern, like in the back of your head, or were you like fully ready to go in that one?
I was fully ready. I really wanted more of a fight. Even at face offs, I was like, man, let's not wrestle. And he came out and fucking shot at me right off the bat. So
I know that's something we talked about is him gonna try to grapple you. Like, but did you expect him to grapple you that early, or like, was that not a big surprise for you?
John Crouch said that that's what he thought was gonna happen. Him just come out, try to rush me to the cage and just try to grapple me, and it kind of played out just like how he said it. So
And he had you down. Right, I know you did like a pretty good job, and then just like with the fence, he kind of got you down. Like, you weren't really in much danger. Like, how much was the camp was just working on that, just being up against the cage and like not letting him get a hold of your back?
it was a lot of just not letting him take my back. We knew that he was really good. Like I don't want to downplay his jiu-jitsu, but we knew he was good at taking the back, and that's what all we worked on is, if he does get me down, just don't give up my back. And I think I did a good job at not doing that.
You had the pretty good scramble where you ended up on top. Like when you got on top, like was there a thought of just like let's just stand this back up, because you did kind of stay in his guard for a bit?
Um, a couple things went through my mind. Courtney said she had a dream the night before that in the same position I was in his guard and I was throwing the elbows and he fucking took my back. So I was thinking about that. I was like, man, I'm throwing these elbows. I can't let him get that back take. But it was weird because I was trying to push away and he like great mind. He was trying to hold me, like, which is weird for me. Like I'm trying to get away and he's trying to keep me there. Um, but then he went for the arm bar, which wasn't even close to being locked in, which I thought was kind of weird for him being a black belt. Like let it go.
And when he did get in the armbar, like I know everyone kind of says never slam when you have an armbar, because it could like kind of getting more tight. Like what kind of went through your head then to do the slam then when he was trying to get a hold of the arm?
Um, I knew I could slam him because it wasn't like I was in no danger with it. It was just like he was pretty much just right here holding on, and I'm like, well, if he's gonna hold on, I guess I'm gonna slam him. Most people, I don't know. I teach, MMA over at Red Hawk Academy, and my blue belts, they know when someone lifts, they're just gonna let go.
Mhm.
And for him being a black belt to hold on to something that wasn't gonna tap me, it's kind of weird.
And the slam was like perfect, right on the temple, right on the side of the head. Like when you dropped him, and with how much power, like did you know that he was out right away?
Yeah, I seen his body go limp, but then I was like, man, I want to get one more punch in, and then uh, they jumped in and stopped it.
That's gotta be. Is that like the first time you ever done that in your career? Knock someone out with a slam like that? Like
Yeah,
practice
I
or
know. Like
anything?
I had a fight in my amateur career where a guy threw a triangle, and I did the rampage, but I did knock him out. But this time it was a lot better, getting the finish with it.
How happy are you with that performance? Like I know you would have rather like it to shown a bit more on the feet, but like a first round knockout, like how kind of happy are you with that?
I'm excited. It just didn't. It really doesn't feel like I got in a fight, because it just happened so quick. Was like 100 seconds. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. It just feels like I didn't learn anything in that fight. So
And then after the win, obviously a lot of the emotions came out. How much was that just of the past like year and a half and everything you've been through, and just like all you kind of your whole career of just kind of dealing with these long layoffs and injuries?
yeah, man. For me, I took that fight personally. You know what I mean? Because we're managed by the same manager, and I don't like stuff like that. So I had to make a statement and like let my manager know, hey, don't match me up with any more guys that you manage. So
What do you take away from that? Like, do you think they were trying to build Joe off of you because you have the bigger name, or like what were kind of going through your head then when you were? Because I didn't realize that
Um,
you had the same guy.
I don't know what they were trying to do. You know what I mean? It just, my whole career, like I had Jason House before,
Mhm.
and he coached against me, and like he was my manager, and he coached against me when I fought Bobby Green, which was a weird situation. And then I fought Christos, who's one of his guys, and it's like how are you managing these people and matching us up together? It's I don't know. It's just weird. They're just double dipping.
Yeah, obviously it is nice for the manager getting the 10% or whatever out of both guys, but it is odd, like, because you're setting one guy up to guaranteed lose and then maybe get cut from the UFC and not have a job anymore.
Yeah. That's I don't know. That's what I don't know. Every time they do that, I take everything personal.
With this one, like, I know after the into DC, you said you just want the easiest guy. Like, is that kind of still the strategy? It's just like kind of the same thing O'Malley was saying for a long time. Like, just give me the biggest name, but like the easiest guy for the most amount of money, like you can get.
At the end of the day, I've always fought the toughest guys that they put. Bobby Green, fucking Benil, all these dudes. It really doesn't matter who they give me, because I'm not gonna say no to it. So, but hey, if I could fight Mark Madsen, let's do it.
I know when we talked before, you said you wanted both that Bobby and Benil rematch if it made sense and they both won, given they both lost. Like, do you still think that's an option for your next fight, or do you think it would be a fresh matchup for you?
Be honest, I'd rather fight Benil. You know what I mean? He has one up on me. I would like to go out there and get that fight back. But I don't know if they would make that. Maybe he has to go out there and win another fight, and then maybe we can run that back.
And the 50K bonus, like every single guy got a finish that got a finish, got a bonus. How happy are you with that extra 50K right before the holidays?
I'm excited. I'm glad I got it. Almost didn't get it, but I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, because you got it for the Brandon one, but even you and Benil, I think, should have got it for that card. Like, because that, even though it was only like a second round fight, like it was still the fight of the night. Like, you should have a couple more bonuses than what you have in your career.
Yeah, with that one sucks because who was the fight after me? Joanna and
Yeah.
Wei Lee. So that was a good fight. You know what I mean? I wish I would have got the bonus because DC was like, write the check, and I'm like, where's my check at?
With Marco Madsen, I know that's a fight kind of with another kind of personal one for you, just with the gym and everything. Like, I know he's coming off that loss. You mentioned you want him. Like, is it just more because of the gym you want to fight him, or is it like him personally? Like, what is kind of the reason for that fight?
At first, it was more like his coach, and then like he started running with it, and like talking a little crap to me, and it's like, bro, you're not that good. You know what I mean? Like if I want the easiest fight in the UFC, it was definitely him. You know what I mean?
Oh, what have you made of his past couple fights? Like submitted by Grant Dawson, then knocked out by Jared Gordon, which I thought Jared was going to beat him, but him knocking him out was a surprise.
Oh man, he folded like a lawn chair. Like that week of his fight, I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, don't lose." And then he went out there and lost. And then I hit him up after, and he never replied back. So
I know when we talked before, you said if everything goes your way, you'd like to hop on that card with O'Malley. Is that still the ideal time frame for you? Is in Miami in March?
yeah, Sean Shelby hit up Courtney to talk about March. So hopefully we can get something worked out.
Ideal is Marco Madsen, or like just again whoever it is for that card. Like, is it more just about the date that you'd want than the opponent?
Yeah, March 9th is my birthday, so I'd rather go out there and put a show on for my birthday and then get to celebrate.
Just a couple more things. What was it like for you to be back in front of fans? I know you fighting in front of fans a bit in the past couple fights, but just being in front of Austin, that crowd looked pretty good.
Man, it was amazing. I let my son pick out my walkout song, and it was just a great night. As soon as I walked through that the curtains to walk out, everything just felt perfect.
Just final thing, like what is kind of the rest of the year look like for you? Like I know I didn't take much damage, so you can get back in the gym just with the holidays. Like what's kind of the rest of the year look like for you?
Um, just have a good Christmas. I didn't get to have Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
But be honest, I want to fight March 9th, International Fight Week, and then sometime in December again. You know, I just want to stay active, but I want to make sure I do it on my terms. They kind of rushed me to get back when I had fought when they scheduled me to fight Mark Madsen. You know, I didn't want to fight so soon. But everything happened for a reason. I had tore my knee, and now I'm coming back even better. So
it'd probably be in the top 10 by next year, top 15 for sure. Like, you should be a guy right near the rankings after that one.
Yeah, I should definitely be in the rankings, but like we talked about before, like if you're not fighting, people forget about you, and it's hard to put you in the rankings.
Actually, just one more thing. What was it like after? I don't know if you caught it. The very next fight, there was another slam knockout, which was like crazy because it's like doesn't happen often. Then back-to-back fights on the card.
I know it. I was on the way back, and I was like, they text me like, "Oh, there's another slam knockout," and I was like, "Damn, I might not get the bonus now." But at least it was another Michigan boy.
Yeah,
2 Michigan boys getting it.
Well, Drakkar, I appreciate the time as always. Thank you so much for doing this again.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a great day.
Yeah, you as well.